and the title is Occupy Wall Street. With that, put your hands together to welcoming Noreen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're all in the World Financial Center right now. There is a Mini Cooper hanging upside down from the rafters in the lobby of this building. We are on day 12 of a very rare American protest that is confronting many economic struggles that many of us are facing in some shape or form. Take a minute to think about which of these statements is false. They actually just brought down the Mini Cooper last week, I believe. So, how about those protests? I like to cover the protests from a few different angles. I like to begin with what the issues are. I like to continue with what's happening, and lastly, I like to cover what this means. But first, I'd like to cover one of the most outrageous factors, in my opinion, that there's a media blackout. If this were Egypt, it would be covered. Someone in this room probably knows Gaddafi's vacation rental spot. He's been covered so much. If it were Iraq, it'd be covered. I mean, imagine the Chinese people protesting to seriously overthrow communism. There'd be no football on Sundays. There'd be so much coverage. Now, I know many of you work in the area, and I regard all of you as intellectuals. Such as myself, I'm sure you have some outlet of television or radio, NPR, CNN, CBS, NBC, ABC. I didn't hear a thing except squeezed between the iPhone announcement for October, the Facebook interface revamp, which is nice, by the way. And today, Amazon released the new Kindle, which is nice, by the way. But somewhere along the line, 80 protesters were arrested somewhere for doing something. And protesters were arrested somewhere for doing something. And I learned this news on the 8th day of the protest. So what are the issues? Well, the issues are basically covering and defending the 99%, which is basically the idea that 1% of the world, the Forbes list that recently dropped, controls the majority of the resources and economic wealth compared to the 99%. And this can be seen in our debts, our credit card debts. Many of us have credit card debt in a time when our government is telling us to buy our way out of the recession. Help your country. As we bail out the people that you're sending your money to. The banks, the credit institutions. There's school debt. I know a few people who've recently gone to law school and can't find work. So they are currently saddled with law school debt. And the worst, in my opinion, being medical debt. Forbid that you are unemployed and get hit by a car. If the EMT workers tell you what your medical bills will be without insurance, you might die in the ambulance. So what's happening? Well, Occupy Wall Street is basically an occupation. There are a large number of people occupying Liberty and Church right now. This is today. This is me walking to this building from the train station. This is a peaceful demonstration. There's been one incident. It has been documented. There is video online. There are opinions. Many people attribute it to a single officer who, if you watch the video, was very obnoxious and actually has a citation in his name regarding a prior protest. The cause is expanding. There will be an occupation beginning in Chicago in October. There will be an occupation beginning in Washington. You can't see the whole picture from here. It's been said that people have come from the Midwest and far west to engage in the protest. So let me cover what this means. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm an individual. I hope that we're all individuals. We can form our own opinions and be objective. This means nothing. I believe personally that anything that matters is what you make matter. In regards to these protests, if you'd like to take part, it's as simple as walking to Wall Street, sitting down, being informed, informing people, having a sign, having a say. Donating if you can't make it. Simply lending your support. And if not, that's fine as well. You can stand online and camp out at Best Buy for Thanksgiving or Christmas or the next iPhone coming out and let corporations harvest their profits off of your hard work. Thank you very much.